Next is circularly and elliptically polarized light. Circularly polarized light. If the tip of electric field vector of a light wave traces a circle, the light is said to be circularly polarized. It can be regarded as a combination of two plane polarized vibrations of equal amplitude in two mutually perpendicular directions with a phase difference of pi by 2. Elliptically polarized light. If the tip of electric field vector of a light wave traces an ellipse, the light is said to be elliptically polarized. It can be regarded as a combination of two plane polarized vibrations of unequal amplitudes in the mutually perpendicular directions with the phase difference of pi by 2. Next is method of producing plane polarized light. First one is reflection, second is scattering, third one is double refraction, fourth one is selective absorption. Next is polarization by reflection or Brewster law. When an ordinary beam of light is incident on the surface of transparent medium, the reflected light is partially plane polarized, but for a particular angle of incidence, the reflected light is found to be completely polarized with its vibration perpendicular to the plane of incidence. It is also found that at polarizing angle, the reflected and transmitted rays are perpendicular to each other. Now, what is polarizing angle? The angle of incidence at which a beam of unpolarized light falling on a transparent surface is reflected as a beam of completely plane polarized light is called polarizing or Brewster angle. It is denoted by IP. As we know, the refracted ray and transmitted ray are perpendicular to each other, so IP plus RP, here RP represents angle of refraction, so IP or RP is equal to 90. So the value of RP is equal to 90 minus IP. Now by using Snell's law, refractive index is equal to sine of IP upon sine of RP. By putting the value of RP, we get sine IP upon sine 90 minus IP, which is again equal to sine IP upon sine 90 minus theta is equal to cos theta. So we get cos IP. So we know sine over cos is equal to tan. So the refractive index is equal to tan IP. So this relation is called Brewster law. The law states that tangent of polarizing angle of incidence of a transparent medium is equal to its refractive index. The value of Brewster angle depends upon the nature of transparent refracting medium and the wavelength of light used. Next method is polarization by scattering. Polarization by scattering. If we look at the blue portion of the sky through a Polaroid and rotate the Polaroid, the transmitted light shows rise and fall of intensity. This shows that the light from blue portion of the sky is plane polarized. This is because when the unpolarized beam of light fall on a molecule, suppose nitrogen molecule, the electrons which are present in a molecule begin to vibrate in both the direction, perpendicular to the plane of paper, and the second is in the plane of paper. The electrons vibrating parallel to the plane of paper can't send energy towards an observer looking at 90 degree to the direction of sun because their acceleration has no transverse component. Right? So the light scattered by the molecule in this direction has only dots, means only those vibrations are permitted which are perpendicular to the plane of the paper, and those vibrations which are parallel to the plane of paper are not permitted by the molecules. So this is all about the polarization by scattering.